Hey everybody, this is an energy update for the 7th of August to the 14th of August 2021. This is Lion Gate's porthole. This is because it resides on the 8th of 2021, and also because Sirius is very close to Earth at the moment. So we have this ability or this chance to connect heaven on Earth. I've written down a few things, so I'm going to start off with a message update. Through the lion's mouth, we enter into the porthole of testing out and bringing heaven onto earth. We're those that remember the feelings of their higher vibrations, so those that have memories from their past lives or memories from other planets or memories of feelings of higher frequency can feel into them in such a manner that they start to live through those higher vibrations. Now they start to bringing them on earth and what they can do with those higher vibrations and those good feelings. This is a great time to manifest quicker, to bring in your soul's desires as you trust and lean upon what you truly wish. It doesn't matter what this is, so long as it is something that your heart truly wants and not your head, as your mind will only want to look to impress everyone outside of you, where your heart wants to deliver your passions and your wishes and the things that your soul truly came here to experience. The other thing that I wrote down is a message that I received last night. They were bringing me to those two sides of ourselves. So first of all, I just want to bring up an experiment that Dr. Ramachandra did, and he's an amazing scientist. You can look him up online. He did this experiment where someone was born with the two hemispheres not connected by the corpus callosum. So the right hemisphere was the intuitive side. He could rig his scientific experiment up to just look at the intuitive side and ask it questions, and then he could rig it up to ask only the logical mind or the left brain hemisphere a question. So he asked both of these two sides of this one person, does God exist? And he asked the logical mind, and it said no, it's an atheist. And then he asked the intuitive right hemisphere, and it said absolutely. So there's these two personalities that reside within each and every one of us. And it's more of the working of these two personalities coming together and collaborating within our own minds, that when that warring within us stops, so does the war outside of ourselves. So this is what they told me. They said there's two sides of your personality. One is the logical mind, whose job is to hold on to memories that serve you and can be brought back into reality to repeat, so that the physical world you live in can have some sort of stable footing in that of building compartmentalization, the foundations of reality, allowing structures to form and be utilized for man to create on earth, adding new and varied components to live and play with. This gives rise to the use of fire, building homes, and inventions of magnitude. So that's what our logical mind is here for, to create on earth physically and remember these ways to create and repeat them over and over again, so that we can create these beautiful structures and inventions. The problem occurs when humanity's other personality, that of the intuition, and our connection to, which has the connection to our souls or our ability to hear our heart's desires, was severed, as the overpowering logical side not only held on to those things that benefited humanity's reality, but also the many lessons we would encounter as trial and error moved us into exploring new paths, while learning to bring our desires into the physical reality. So our logical mind had been reprogrammed from an early age to no longer trust the intuition or our soul's connection to guide it. That it felt like it had to remember everything and hold on to all the problems that occurred, driving every person towards the very thing that they feared, as it it brought these memories up again, gaining more and more hold on the person's focus and reality, reliving the same problem over and over again. So instead of just holding on to the memories and everything of building and creating and all that, it was also holding on to the lessons as we went, and the feeling, the bad feelings that came with it. Instead of letting that go and trusting the intuition to move us into what we really desired. The way through this is to gain balance again over one's logical mind by letting go of each lesson as they occur and trusting the intuition again, which can only be ignited by seeking focus on what one wishes, thus being open enough to be guided by one's gut feeling, which has no logical mirror other than the person saying, I know where I'm going and this doesn't feel right. So for no reason, no apparent reason, then my intuition, I'm moving towards what feels right rather than what logic dictates or what others say should be. This in itself will bring balance back into humanity to live in a more balanced way, trusting oneself to make the right decisions and no longer looking outside oneself to be directed into anything that doesn't serve the individual soul. And each and every one of us can experience all we desire and live through the observation of the soul as well as the logical mind, bringing heaven back on earth. So that's my messages for today, for next week. See you next week. Bye.